Warning, this show contains strong language, brutal opinions, and zero apologies given. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Welcome to Savaged Unfiltered, where truth gets raw, opinions stay real, and nothing is off limits. This isn't your average podcast. It's the unfiltered conversation you've been craving. Politics, culture, chaos, we're diving into it all. No scripts, no safe spaces, just savage takes and real talk. You're in the right place. Strap in. It's time to get unfiltered. Savage.
Hey, everybody! I made it today. It's actually kind of surprising because I just came from the hospital a few hours ago. About 8 weeks ago, I had a CT scan because I had a lump, and the doctor wanted a scan of it. Then they found during the CT scan a lump on the thyroid. So last week they sent me for an ultrasound of that. Luckily now they say it appears smaller. Don't need to worry about it. But today they wanted to get a biopsy on another lump. And luckily they say, oh, it looks like it shrunk to less than a centimeter. And otherwise they would have had to stick my face full of needles. And I wouldn't have been here. But now I just got to figure out, are you going to fucking loan me a golden goose or show me where the money tree is to fucking be able to pay for all these co-pays you're going to be sending me to have to pay?
Oh man, well, I'm glad you're doing all right, Joe. I mean, it's great having you back on. Joe wasn't with us yesterday due to his fucking email acting up again, I guess. You know, all the shit goes to his spam every now and then. So, you know, I'm glad you're on here, Joe. You know, I'm glad. You know, me and Meow Man were able to carry it, like you said, a little less crowded, but hey, that's not always the case. Right? So.
Actually, I'm kind of glad it happened and I missed it. Because, you know, you and Meow Man have some time together without me being a third wheel. We don't need three of us on.
You don't want a three-way with us, Joe? What the hell? No, what the hell, man? Oh my God. Oh my God. So like, what is the scoop, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, you're doing all right. Right. You got, you know, your health is all together, which is great. You know, hey.
Yes. Still not good. I still got a myriad of health issues. I'm still on disability, which of course, you know, you want to send me for all these tests. Are you going to cover the costs? Are you going to waive your copay? Where the fuck am I going to get all this money?
You want to come on my insurance, Joe? I'll put you on my insurance. You know, we'll have to figure something out.
But since I had cancer before, for those who don't know, hence the lack thereof of a hairdo when it came out due to chemo in 2010, I decided I'd just keep shaving it and save tons on shampoo and conditioners. Not enough to pay for all this shit, but so yeah, I'm on disability. But since I had the cancer, they're a little paranoid about another cancer. So. Yeah. But luckily, it's gone under a centimeter. Something under a centimeter, they can't quite really get in there, even with small needles, to biopsy. It's too small. They don't get enough material to test. Plus, it's near my carotid artery.
Oh, wow.
And you go fucking in around there, you know, blood starts spewing everywhere. So they didn't really want to do that. I didn't really want them to do that. So thankfully, here I am.
Here you are, right? We're glad we're glad you made it. We're glad your health is okay for now. Hopefully it doesn't escalate into anything serious. I mean, I like Joe, guys. I mean, he's a phenomenal guy, but you know, sometimes he gets on my case from time to time. But you know what? I don't wish anything bad on him, like anybody else, you know, for that matter.
Right on my occasion from time to saying, Michael sucks. I need. Where's my whiteboard? Let me get my whiteboard. Right.
Yeah, get your whiteboard out.
Get my whiteboard. Mike sucks.
Oh, God.
There we go.
Hey, I might suck today, but your green screen is acting up again, Joe. Jesus Christ, man. we're gonna have to fix that graphic again for Joe. I mean, it's warping really bad.
It's because I wore the Book of Kennedy.
Oh, you know what it is? YouTube is screwing with it because of the Sydney Sweeney graphic. Yeah. Yeah.
If I were wearing a darker shirt, I wouldn't have the ghosting. Yeah. Restream always gives me trouble when I wear something lighter. I don't have this problem on Zoom.
I don't go to Zoom. I don't like Zoom because Zoom gives you the opportunity, or they give the opportunity to themselves, for that matter, to screw up things. And I know that because like there was somebody, or at least maybe I know that because there was somebody that wanted to come on the show and they reached out to me through a DM on X, and they were like, hey, how do you handle your recordings through Zoom and stuff like that? I was like, no, I don't go through Zoom. We go through like Restream. Oh, I'll pass. You'll pass, of course, because, you could screw everything up with your fucking communist Zoom shit. But anyway.
Yeah, I was on with Rick Walker, Maverick News, last week before, I don't remember now. Also, whatever, he uses something like Restream, like StreamYard, but it's neither of the. Don't have a problem with StreamYard, Zoom, or what Rick's using. Only have this problem with Restream. That is the common denominator, not my shirt, not my green screen, the fucking Restream service. Sorry, Restream, but I call it as it is.
Well, I told you for years, Joe, since you've been on this show, we're going to have to figure something out with you. I can order like 3 backgrounds for you, professional backgrounds. You can get a stand and you can put it right there. But you don't want to do all that. You won't have any of those issues. But anyway.
I'd have to move my couch to put the stand in there.
No, you put it right behind. You put it right behind the couch. There you go.
Right, I'd have to rearrange.
Unless your couch is ugly, you don't want to show the couch.
Right, I do that. Right, I'm not a.
Oh God, Joe.
I'm not a hoarder, but I am a slob. There's all kinds of shit.
Looks like the Al Bundy couch from fucking Married with Children, for God's sakes. God, Joe, you want me to even buy you a sofa cover to put over that damn thing? But anyway.
If I don't move this, when I move real fast, it goes.
Oh, my God.
I got to try to hold still. Then the Restream seems to be better.
Joe, we're going to get the... Yeah.
It's okay there.
Yeah. I see. We're going to get this show going today because my good friend Sauce, he's flying
and
back
boy,
to
are his arms tired.
Yeah. He's going over to Wisconsin from Never Land of Liberalville of Eastern Washington D.C. He's going to fly back over.
Back to Mike Tampon Tim AWOL's. Yeah.
Well, him and I, Joe, we're getting attacked left and right. Like, as we've been broadcasting now for 8 minutes here on the show, I've been going back and forth, as Joe's been, discussing some of what he's been going through and stuff with his health, through some of these comments here on X. As soon as you post something positive, Joe, on X, here comes the libtards, here comes the fucking the channels of negativity, I call it, and they're attacking me and Sauce like left and right,
like in the Book of Kennedy, Project Carpe Diem, the massholes. Yeah,
God.
Negative Nellies, always negative. They are miserable. They want everyone else to be miserable.
Joe, since we've been broadcasting, I've counted at least 50 comments that came in the last 8 minutes, now 9 minutes, all negative shit. Here's one right here.
Here's feelings, no facts, just their feelings.
Listen to this, Joe. Right? I agree. They're talking about. Let me bring you up to speed on what these comments are about. Okay, so Sauce and I were commenting on the latest coming out of Marjorie Taylor Greene making a open statement outside there in Washington with a poster board in front of the podium. Epstein Files Transparency Act. Okay. So what Marjorie Taylor Greene was basically discussing, and I quote, "For decades, the rich and powerful protected Jeffrey Epstein, while innocent women and children lived in silence and shame. That shame does not belong to victims. It belongs to every politician, bureaucrat, and elite who turned a blind eye. The FBI, DOJ, CIA, and Epstein's estate hold the truth. It's time for full transparency and accountability. No more cover-ups. The American people deserve answers."
The left claims they want the info. They don't. Because again, they're devoid of facts. The fact is the information would be out, except it's liberal, activist, leftard judges that have ordered the files sealed. So it will take a law to override the courts to unseal it. You want to fucking complain? Go talk to the judges appointed by your fucking Obama and Biden that are protecting the leftard pedophiles.
Absolutely, Joe. I can agree with that 100%. Marjorie Taylor Greene has a point, okay, where she also states we owe the victims justice, healing, and the truth they were denied for far too long. But hold on, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I agree what you're saying. I really do. And I hope you're listening because we are broadcasting on X, by the way. Marjorie Taylor Greene, this is for you. How come you didn't say in your opening statements of how the left literally had it under the carpet for 4 years under Joe Biden?
Well, to be fair, the Biden administration couldn't release it either because
the victims. I get it, Joe.
No, because judges they appointed are the ones ordered it sealed.
Well, yeah, the corrupted judges. Yeah. The corrupted judges, well, are they afraid? Maybe they're on the list. Maybe they were on the island playing patty cake with all the fucking underage women.
Biden can play dumb too, but it's his friends and family and donors, judges they've gotten into office that have ordered it sealed. This is not a right side of the aisle problem blocking it, people. But as usual, you will never hear these facts on the media. You're only going to get this reality delivered to you here. Coolest Nation, hello over there, you fucking lying retard.
I said, you bring up Clueless Nation, right? I said this to Tommy on his show last night when I was in South Carolina. Okay, I said to him, it's quite convenient for you as a progressive leftist, which he is. I don't care if he wants to label himself as a new progressive independent journalist. You can label it all you want, Tommy, but you can clearly tell your audience that you are a progressive leftist. He doesn't want to say that because he'll lose any type of base that he actually has. Because he is a progressive leftist. He's actually a radical leftist in some form of another with that. I said to him, it's very convenient that your own party, what party, Savage? You keep on saying, you and Joe always say, my party. I represent the middleman of America, the independent folks of America. You don't represent that. Come on now.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
We see it like with Uncle Festerman. He's a middle of the road guy. He's in it. Even Gruescome's now trying to pretend, I'm a middle of the road guy. I'm not far left. You fucking far left-hards always try to pretend you're in the middle. You are so far to the fucking left, you've fallen off the planet.
Well, enough of Clueless Nation here, because I'm not giving them any free plugs because they don't deserve it. Now listen to some of these comments coming in. I I posted a response to Marjorie Taylor Greene's post, and I'll read it, folks, so you can see. Okay, I did not have enough time to generate graphics, so I'll just read it. You could, if you don't believe me, you could check me on X, and you can see the comment. And it's actually trending right now on X. I've gotten well over 5,000 views on this. But anyway, here's the comment. Okay, and this is my response to Marjorie Taylor Greene's message. Time to let this go. Okay, we have more important issues in America to be focusing on than a perverted millionaire such as Epstein. Let's focus on high crimes in cities like Atlanta, Chicago, Detroit, New York City, and others. Much more of an important issue than wasting time and energy with Epstein, which is true. I mean, yeah, I get why they're talking about Epstein. They want to use it as a distraction.
No. Yes and no. Other people committed crimes.
Yeah.
And they need to be held account for their crimes. But
I agree.
People are dying in the street. How many died over the Labor Day weekend in Chicago? Everything. Jumbo Fatsker walking along the lakefront. Oh, everything is great here at 6 a.m. with the joggers. I got fucking 50 security detail people with me, so I'm perfectly safe. The fuck with the rest of you. You get to die.
Yeah.
Too fucking bad.
Yeah, here, check this out, guys. This is Marjorie Taylor Greene, actually earlier today in Washington, D.C. Check this video out.
Good morning. This is my 5th year in Congress, and this is the largest press conference that I've seen since I've been here. And this is because this is an issue that matters so much to Americans. This is an issue that doesn't have political boundaries. It's an issue that Republicans and Democrats should never fight about. As a matter of fact, it's such an important issue that it should bring us all together. It's grieved me to watch the arguments and debates take place among my colleagues and even the administration. I think this is something that was worth fighting for. You see, the women behind me are going to tell you stories that you've never heard before. These are unimaginable horrors that they've lived with for their entire lives since they were very, very young. But these are also similar stories that many children, teenagers, women, and even men are enduring nightmares right now as we speak.
Let me put that on pause there. What's your thoughts on that, Joe? She makes some really, really valuable points there.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. You see, I switched shirts real quick, and the ghosting went away. Amazing.
Amazing, Joe.
At any rate, yeah. MTG, I'm not a fan. She's fucking AOC with a R by her name. 9 times out of 10, she's just spewing shit to gin people up. But yes, she's right on this. And people need to go to jail. But I want to pivot one last time about Jumbo Fatsker and the mayor of Chicago. I put a new piece on beforeitsnews.com today, or was it yesterday, about this. Do you know Jumbo Fatsker brought in the National Guard when the DNC was in town? He cares about his friends, his family, his donors, but not you. He brought the Guard in to protect him and his buddies, but you get fucked. He don't care. When the fuck are you going to wake up? He doesn't fucking care about you. None of them care about you.
Yeah, you're talking about Beetlejuice. There she is right there. I mean,
No, it's a different. She was the previous mayor.
I got it backwards. What the hell am I talking about? Good grief, man.
Yeah, no, she finally stepped down. There's a different dumbass now.
Oh, you're talking about this guy right here. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, go ahead and talk. I'll pull him up here for you, Joe.
Okay, yeah. But indeed, you're right. There's the Epstein stuff. Yeah, they could have put forth a law to overturn the judicial seals for 4 years. They didn't, because they didn't want to. That's
the dude right there, right, Joe?
There
we go. Simple mistake, folks. Simple mistake. There we go.
Right, but for 4 years,
oh man,
the Democrat-controlled Congress could have done what MTG and the Republicans are trying to do now, and who's blocking them? The Democrats.
Yeah, listen to more of this, Joe.
You see, these women have been fighting since the 1990s. I heard one woman tell us yesterday since 1996. And they
What? Wow.
with them shame. But I want to tell you something.
1996.
Shame does not fall on these brave, courageous women. The shame falls on every single person that coldly turns a blind eye.
I guarantee
to
what
their
will
abuse.
happen after this show.
Yeah.
Your X feed will be filled by.
Oh, it already is.
Well, by
it's already getting filled up.
Let me finish the thought, though.
Yeah.
They'll put a bunch of old pictures. There's like 3 or 4 of them of Trump at a party where Epstein happened to get a photo with him decades ago, not recently like the Bill Clinton photos.
Yeah. I'm getting comments right now. I'm getting comments. Joe,
Trump
listen.
Banned him from his properties.
Joe, listen to this comment, right? Coming from this leftist called I Believe, right? Pedo alert. There's another one coming in with let's harass blacks while rich whites hurt our children. This is like left and right. Here's another one coming in.
No, who the fuck is trying to prevent black people from being slaughtered in D.C. and Chicago? Us! They aren't fucking protecting anybody. We want to send in help to save black lives. They don't care about black lives. They're out there protesting, demanding more blacks be slaughtered.
Yeah. Here's another one, Joe. I'll read another one. Here's one coming in. Oh, a brand new one that just came in a minute ago. Okay. Epstein and Trump, the Pussy Committee, who worked together to find girls for Prince Andrew. That's your guy, right, Savage? Yeah, they're coming in left and right, Joe.
Yeah. All with debunked bullshit. Like the old photos of Trump, where they rubbed elbows at parties, had nothing to do with pedophile or Lolita Express plane or anything to do with sex with underage girls. They were at a party somewhere together. Somebody snapped a picture. Nothing to do with any of this decades ago, and Trump banned him from his properties.
Yeah.
Clinton and Hillary remained friends with him to the very day he was Clinton-icided.
Oh, yeah. And look at this video. Another one. Oh, wow. They're really trying to spear me on X. Here's a comment right directly to me again here. Here it is right here. Here is my X, right? Okay. Update. Former President Bill Clinton is one of the names. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Now I think about it. This one is actually trying. This one is trying to stick up for me. Okay, now that I see it. Sorry about that, folks. It says, hold on, Joe. Former President Bill Clinton @Bill Clinton is one of the names mentioned in Jeffrey Epstein's documents. Bill Clinton, identified as John Doe 36, is mentioned at least 50 times in the documents.
Yeah, and his name is on the pedo-aisle flight logs. And Secret Service whistleblowers have said he ditched his detail many times to fly on the pedo Lolita Express because he couldn't have law enforcement on a plane where he was knowingly going to break the law.
Yeah.
Release the flight logs. It's your liberal activist judges that demanded that the flight logs be sealed. I want the flight logs on the FBI website with Bill Clinton's name all fucking over it.
No, you're right on point, Joe. Right on point. You know, like when is enough? Right? I mean, seriously. But
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. We can, if you leftards really agree you want the stuff released, call Piglosi, call up Chuck Schumer, call Jerry Wadler, who's going to resign now, finally retire before he gets put in jail. Call your Democrats and support this bill. Get the information. You fucking claim you want it released. We all know you fucking don't want it released.
Check this out, Joe. This is coming from the Jewish Chronicle. Okay. Now, here's the headline on it. Police protecting me from anti-Semitics, right? Saying abuse inquiry head Sue Berlowitz. Okay. Right. She's being labeled here. Now, it also states that there's a payoff scandal for child protection chief who failed to speak out about Palestinian gangs rehired on 1,000 pounds a day, right? That's crazy. She was also a deputy children's commissioner for England who received a 134,000 pound payoff in England, Joe, when she voluntarily basically took at the end of that last month, but then was rehired the next day as a consultant. Did you see that, Joe?
No, I had not seen that.
Hold on. Look at more of the article right on the bottom. She caused anger in 2012 when she wrote a report denying there was a growing number of Palestinian grooming gangs in Rockdale and Rotherham, insisting that the abuse was carried out by men of all backgrounds. However, an independent inquiry later found that that at least 1,400 children in Rotherham had been abused by men of mainly Palestinian descent between 97 and 2013.
Well, I'm glad you brought this up, right? This isn't just a U.S. Epstein problem. Human trafficking issues all around the world. And even in Trump's first term, more human traffickers were put away than ever before. He's cracking. If you want the Epstein stuff released, stop blocking it. It's your leftard judges that sealed it. You need to speak up. You need to tell the Democrats in Congress stop blocking the release as they had Biden's entire term.
And the truth we are demanding come out on behalf of these women, but also as a strong message to every innocent child, teenager, woman,
Who's
and man
blocking it?
that is being held captive
Leftards.
in abuse. This should never happen in America, and it should never be a political issue that divides us.
Demand your congressman and senator sign on to the fucking bill. It should be 435 sponsors, every member of the House, 50 senators, every member of the Senate.
Yeah, very much so.
Who's not signed on? Democrats. None of them. Not a fucking one of them.
Yeah. I mean, you're right on that, Joe. Literally right on that. And it's
we deal in fact here. They never do.
They want to bring this up, like I talked about this on Clueless Nation last night. It's being brought up for convenience because they didn't lift a damn finger on this Epstein shit within 4 years of Joe Biden's presidency. But now all of a sudden, like I told Clueless Nation last night, now all of a sudden it's being brought up. Go figure. Guess what? Hold that thought, Joe. Guess what? You know why it's being brought up? Because that's all they have, folks. Yeah. Russia collusion failed. PP tapes failed. Russian strippers failed. The golden showers, all that shit failed. The porn star Stormy Daniels failed. They don't have anything, Joe.
Fair. All of it failed because it was all bullshit. And they are bringing it up to try to use against Trump,
Mm.
knowing full well what I said is true. Leftist activist judges ordered the files sealed.
Oh,
They are the ones
wow.
blocking it.
Wow, Joe, the leftards are actually viewing us on X now. Here's a comment coming right to you,
But
Joe.
they won't fucking listen.
Here's a comment coming right to you, Joe. Okay. Why are Trump supporters okay with pedophilia? Why do they keep saying, let's move on? That's right directly to you, Joe.
Who the fuck here said to move on? I said people need to go to jail over it. Were you fucking not listening? You don't listen. You don't care. All you know how to do is to spew your fucking left-hearted, delusional bullshit lies.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna talk about this conversation here in a minute here, but I got to get a quick sponsor break in, guys. I want to say thank you to the many companies that make this show possible, including picking up Joe's show as well. I have to give my good friends over at Blackout Coffee, literally right up our avenue of what we're discussing here. Literally coffee for America's warriors, guys. If you use this code Savage20, make sure you put the 20 in. I didn't have enough time to, update the code because we actually have a new code. And I took Joe's word that we actually have to reach out to them to try to update the code because the code was a little off. So if you use the code Savage20, guys, we're going to give you 20% off, not 15% off. So ignore the wording. Like I said, didn't have enough time to, fix this advertisement. But guys, if you're looking for patriotic coffee, if you're looking for coffee that does not support or cater wokeness, guys, this is the coffee for you, known as Blackout Coffee Company. Tremendous, guys. It's not going to give you jitters. It's not going to give you a crash within about an hour after drinking it. They stand by their word. And this company not only is backed by veterans, but ran by veterans. So thank John over there in South Florida, a proud veteran and proud CEO running this company. So thank you very much, John, over there for not only supporting the Savage Unfiltered show, but as well as Constitutionalist Politics podcast here with Joseph M. Leonard.
Let me respond to the retard that tried calling me out. Listen fucking closely. What I said, what I've been saying, what I have always said, what I will remain saying is we can walk and chew gum at the same time. You leftards, it's your judges that have sealed it. If you want it released like we do, like we're calling for, every member of the Democrat Party and leadership should sign on to the bill and overrule your judges who are blocking the release. But you all only have this as a deflection. We're walking and chewing gum. We want this done, and we want murder in the streets of Chicago also addressed and stopped. More than one thing at the same fucking time. All you leftards have are Alinsky-style personal attack, deflection, bullshit.
Joe, here's another one. I'll do one more for you because it seems like you're having fun attacking them more than they are attacking you. Here's one that just came in a minute ago. I mean, the feed is blowing up, guys.
Well, you will never. Dennis Prager said, and he's right? I've got a meme that I share. You can lead a liberal to the facts, but you can't make them think, right? A play on the old, you can lead a horse to water thing. But I was wrong. Hey, I'm human. I admit I can be wrong. And it shouldn't say liberal. It should say leftards. You can lead a leftard to the facts, but you can't make them think. And today is a perfect example. Brandon Strzok Tammy Bruce, who's in the administration now, Leo Terrell were classical liberals who have red pilled.
Mm,
But leftards, you will never, ever shake their fucking delusions. Facts are always ignored. They only care about their fucking feelings.
absolutely, Joe. Absolutely. And I'm going to read you one more, and then I'm going to stop with it because
Oh,
it's
yeah. Did you see the leftard popped up here? Pogue champ. What about leading magtards to the facts? We're the ones giving you facts.
yeah, I see
For
that.
the last 45 minutes,
Yeah.
we've been giving you facts.
I told
keep
you, Joe,
fucking ignoring them.
Joe, to all my conservative audience, I told you these leptards, they're like fucking animals. They're literally attacking me and Joe right now in this broadcast. This is what they do. What about the leading magtards of the fact? Come on with that bullshit.
A pure Saul Alinsky bullshit attack. No
Yeah.
facts. I have laid out fact after fact after fact after fact.
Yeah.
And
Here's
they
another one
can't
coming in by the
refute
same. Here's the same one coming in by the same idiot here. Okay. Divided Stares of America. What? Whatever the hell that means. I've been in media for over 20 years,
And
folks. I don't even know what the hell that means, to be honest with you.
It probably meant divided states of America.
Oh, is that what he's trying to get it to?
Who the fuck divided it? Obama? Right? It's not to say racism has disappeared. It isn't. It's never going to. I don't care what skin tone. I know white racists I no longer have anything to do with. I know blacks that are racist. Oh, always a victim. Always, nothing is ever their problem or their fault. Always the whitey's fault. I have news for you. That's fucking the definition of racism. Blaming another race.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. It's not going away, but it was a lot better until Obama stirred up identity politics, divide and conquer. Fuck Martin Luther King Jr. and content of character. No, they're all about grouping people together. We are the ones talking about content of character, individualism. You leftards want to lump people together to divide and conquer. It's a known tactic for the last since
Joe.
FDR.
Joe, get this. This is just coming in from Joy Reid. Look what she's saying now with the attempted.
Speaking about race,
Joe, did you just hear that the left was going crazy over this past weekend, basically saying that Trump wasn't made. He didn't make his appearance. He didn't make his appearance in 2 days. Something happened bad to Trump. Look it, they're going on this crazy train.
Biden would disappear for 2 months and they wouldn't say anything.
Absolutely.
Joy Reid, cultural appropriation. The black woman who dyed her hair blonde, cultural appropriation, you fucking racist.
Joe, listen to this crap, man.
He's got these magical doctors who claim that he was shot in the ear, but his ear, I guess, grew back. He had a Duplo bandage on 1 minute, no bandage the next. We can't get a medical record from this alleged assassination. He was supposedly shot. We have nothing. We've got nothing.
Where's the investigative? Where are the investigative records? One day he slapped his maxi pad on his ear. The next day the ear is totally fine.
It's fine. And I remember being.
Hold on. Let me pause right there. Let me answer this to the two Nimrods that are on the screen right now. First of all, if you're in media, okay, and you want to play the good to bad little journalists, okay? Right? You want to play the good journalists. Listen, if you understand government the way you should understand it as a journalist, you have to understand this. They gave you so much that they can give you to the public eye. Apparently, and obviously, they can't release everything of medical data and everything else circulating with the little bandage that he had on his ear, because other things they can't release because it's private. Don't these people understand this, Joe?
that was not the only assassination.
Oh my God.
There were several. There were several that were thwarted and several that almost succeeded. But yet there's, again, it's all distraction. Deflect. They can't talk policy. They must avoid people dying in the streets of Chicago that Jumbo Fatsker refuses to let anyone help him. He wants black people dying in the streets of Chicago.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the way it is, Joe. They always do this here, always, and it's crazy. My God, grow up, seriously.
Deflect, 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 deflect. Always.
Oh, I agree with that. Well, listen to more of these idiots of what they're now saying. Check this out.
More about McKinley's assassination than I do about this attempt to assassinate Trump when he was a presidential candidate. We're getting nothing. And the mainstream media isn't demanding his medical records. They're not demanding anything. They're terrified of this man. And now that the people are speculating that he might have died,
Oh, that's funny? That's funny? You find that funny, Joy Reid? You find that if something bad happened to our president, you would be jumping up in joy. Guess what? That should be a crime. But you know what? You know what, Joe? They don't act on that because it was just a little silly comment I made.
Right. You know what? JFK was a Democrat. And had he not died, who knows what good and what bad, because after all, he was still a Democrat, could have happened had he not been assassinated. You're never going to hear me say, all right, are you ready, Media Matters, to lie and take this comment out of context?
Yeah.
You will never hear me say, oh, thank God JFK was killed because he was a Democrat, all the bad things he would have likely done had he remained alive. But they're giddy over all the Republicans, Lincoln, that they assassinated when they lost the Civil War and had to give up their slaves. That was you demo KKK rats did that. And it was a Democrat, Johnson, just like with Kennedy, who then took over after the death and eliminated the 40 acres and a mule reparation.
You know, Joe,
that Lincoln promised.
I kind of, change gears a little bit here. I do agree with libs of TikTok, right? They put this video out where it takes a special kind of derangement and evil to protest Vance paying respects to dead people or dead kids, literally by pedo transit. I don't agree with that, but I give him credit to posting that video because it is a special, and here's where you're going to get it. Here's where you're going to get my response, conservative America. It does take a special kind of evil and special kind of derangement to even protest something crazy like this, because it is, folks. It's deranged. Check this video out. There's no audio, but obviously. Look at this crazy guy.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up the shootings, right? The left, I don't care what you
What's that say? Hate won't make America great again?
Yeah.
No shit.
Where's the hate? The Democrats are the greatest hate party. Poor people that hate rich people, blacks that hate whites, whites that hate blacks. Their whole party is nothing but hate and envy and covetousness, wanting to steal things from others. That's the party of hate. But gun control, you didn't hear them talk about gun control, though, when Trump was shot, but any other time, immediately, we need more gun laws, even though people are dying because you don't charge people with the gun laws you already created. You're letting them right back out on the street to maim and murder again. More gun laws won't. It's not the inanimate object. It's you evil bastards. If we eliminated if God took every gun from this planet tomorrow, waved his magic wand, and every gun on the planet disappeared, what we need? Knife control? Sharp object control? Cain killed Abel, you dumb fuck, evil bastards, with a rock. Do we need assault rock control? It's not the object, it's the people. And you don't want to fucking lock them up.
You know, Joe, apparently the leftards now are calling cops domestic terrorists here. Here's a video circulating X here with the same statement that Joe kind of mentioned here. Check this out.
Unlock the door! Put down that safe! Drop the knife now! Drop it!
Put the knife down!
Don't kill my child! Oh, God, have mercy on it!
Justifiable shooting. Justifiable shooting. You go at a cop with anything that's a weapon, you get dropped. And
Absolutely.
This fucker, I hope if they live, they are locked away forever.
No, Joe, sadly,
she is not a victim in this video,
yeah,
but the
Joe,
leftards will say she's a victim.
Joe, let me say that with you know, some dignity behind my voice. Sadly, it escalated to that tension level. Sadly, that woman just literally lost her life. Okay. And obviously, guys, yes, I got that video off of X. Okay. And now they're basically saying that it was the police officer's fault for shooting her. How is it the police? No. Did you look at that video? Let me put that video up again if you don't mind, guys.
Right. Did you fucking watch it? Same with George Floyd. Same with Mike, what's-his-face, the gentle giant. He tried to take the cop's gun. The cop shot him. He got killed.
Absolutely, Joe. Let's
brought it on himself.
Right. Let's put this video up, and you'll understand what happened, and then I'm going to comment on it. I'll put it on I'll put it on mute here so you can hear us commentating. Okay, so basically, he's giving that woman a direct order with the gun up, basically saying, "Stand down." And she's charging him. Right, go back. She's charging him with a knife. Go back a little bit. Right about. If you could see it, I know his gun's in the way. There it is right there. There it is right there. The knife right there on the lower part of his hand.
That's called resisting arrest, you retards. Just like George Floyd, just like Michael, the gentle giant, just like here in Detroit, Malice Green, just like out in L.A., Rodney King, known
come on.
criminal.
Come on, leftists. Stop it here. I know you're having fun attacking me and Rage and Joe here on the show on X, but no, it wasn't a rabid cop charging an innocent woman. The woman had a knife. Do you not see the damn video? Come on now.
They don't fucking care. Their feelings never, ever let their delusions be upset by facts. They disregard facts every time. They don't fucking care. The narrative is their bullshit lies, and they will never give up their delusion. George Floyd would be alive today. Facts, irrefutable fucking facts. Listen closely. Had George Floyd not gone into a store and passed a counterfeit bill, the police would have never been called. He'd be alive. When they did show up, had he not then taken the drugs that he had illegally on him so that he thought he could get away with not being charged for the drugs, he wouldn't have overdosed.
1,500 kilograms of fentanyl is enough to kill 115 million Americans. 115 million Americans. Cops are getting after it. The FBI has arrested 19,000 people this year alone. Thanks to President Trump's administrations, that's double than where we were this time last year. And we have also arrested 1,600 people who have committed violent acts against children. Children. 270 of them are human traffickers of children. Mr. President, this is what happens when you have great leadership as the Attorney General with Pam Bondi. Your administration's priority of protecting the homeland.
Unless if it's one of their friends, their family that dies, they don't care. I can't hear you, Mike.
Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, folks. I accidentally muted myself. Okay, no, he just mentioned Pam Bondi. Okay, and the left is basically we need to have Pam Bondi resign. Why do you want her resigned? They're cleaning up house of criminals.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're for criminals. My good friend Sauce, I hope you're listening, Sauce, because Sauce, I'm going to find it before we leave here. I'm going to download the video real quick. I'm going to show you the crap that Sauce had seen in D.C. yesterday with them marching for crime.
More black people be killed.
No, well, that too, Joe, but they were also marching for crime. Sauce heard it literally in his eardrum.
They want more murders. How dare you stop murderers? Back to George Floyd. He had 4 chances to de-escalate. He would still be alive. He brought his death upon himself. You cannot change those facts, no matter how fucking much you want to pretend all cops must be racist. Even though more black criminals are shot by black cops. Oh, they're white supremacists, fake blacks, I guess. Right? They're all white supremacists too. They're all Uncle Toms. You fucking leftards, please keep talking. Please, I beg of you, please keep up your shit. More and more people are waking up, like classical liberals, like a Brandon Strzok, a Tammy Bruce, a Leo Terrell. They're walking away from you leftards as quick as they can get away.
Joe, now this is a video shot by my friend Sauce in Washington, D.C. These are, and then you see some cameramen on the left-hand side from, I think it was like Fox D.C. or something like that, maybe CNN. And they're literally calling for exactly what you just said. Stop the crime on blacks by white people. And they're literally, I mean, pouring this in. Come on now.
I've got a graphic. I mean, I can't give it to you now. Or I should have gotten it to you, right? The media, gun deaths, right? Nowhere near so many other deaths, but of course they only focus on the gun deaths. And like police crime, more black suspects are killed by black cops than white cops. An inconvenient fact they will never deal with. This isn't about skin tone. It's about law abiding and fucking criminals that the left wants to coddle. And again, demand you get out of our DC streets. We want return back to what?
Oh,
to murder fields? You are literally wanting more black people to die. That's what you're arguing.
Hello guys, welcome for part 2. So going back to my original thing. So Jeffrey Epstein was caught in 2019, okay? President Trump gets out of office in 2021, Biden comes in. Don't you find it weird that the Biden DOJ was heavily controlled? I wouldn't be surprised if the Biden DOJ scrubbed the names off the list that they wanted off.
Thank you, Sauce.
I wouldn't be surprised. In matter of fact, I bet my bottom dollar they did that. Or I also wonder that they scrubbed a lot of the video clips of potentially Hillary Clinton coming into the cell or having Hillary buying out somebody. Do I believe that Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide? That's hard to believe. Do I believe that somebody else like Hillary Clinton or somebody else paid the prison guards to take him out? Absolutely. But I just can't get over the fact that now the Democrats want the list to be revealed. Now the Democrats are saying,
yes, Sauce, I've been saying the same thing.
No, they don't.
Trump
They
was on the
pretend
list.
they do.
They would have
They don't.
pulled that card out when he was running in 2024. So he's clearly not on the list because they didn't have that in their arsenal. Well, they did have a bunch of legal systems and kept him in court. So I don't think there's a list out there that has got his name on there. It's hard for me to believe that. But I do believe that there is somehow a magical list that's got some other names on there, but we'll never be able to see.
If the left wanted the list released, they could tell their judges to unseal it. Or the bill MTG is talking about, again, I'm not a fan of her. I think she's a hyperbolic, usually people in DC know she's not genuinely a serious person. If you want red meat tossed like the left wants left meat tossed, they get AOC. You want red meat tossed at a rally, MTG's your gal. But doing anything serious, not normally. This is finally serious from her. You want it released? Every Democrat in Congress could sign on to the bill. It could pass tomorrow. The list, all the files could be released next week. That's not happening. It will never happen because you leftards know fucking well you want it blocked. You are the ones, your leaders are the ones blocking it. Everyone knows it. I don't care what they say. What are they doing? Blocking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't give a shit what Uncle Festerman says.
Well,
He
Joe.
said, no, hold on.
Okay.
Uncle Festerman is only concerned about one thing, his reelection to keep his paycheck going. He's pretending to be a moderate. He said, a president, any president deserves the cabinet members of their choice. Republicans, we approved all of Biden's cabinet. Democrats, including Festerman, voting to block Kennedy, voting to block Gabbard, voting to block Hegseth. I don't care what you fucking say. I see how you vote. So I know what you say is a fucking lie.
Absolutely. And I want to thank Conservative America for picking up the feed. Thank you very much. Yes, I agree with you, Conservative America on X. Raging Joe is on fire today. So thank you very much for the support. We're checking. Yeah.
I got to go get a water. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. So as Joe gets the water, rightfully so. I mean, the man is literally on fire here. Sauce has been confronted, which I want to say thank you to Sauce, that is actually, he's watching us in the airplane as he's, flying back home, and he's appreciating everything we're doing, plugging in and stuff like that. Sauce, I first and foremost, I want to say thank you, Sauce. Not only are you a good friend of mine, but you're getting right there in the lion's den. Literally, Sauce is right there in the lion's den when he was getting all these videos. And thank you very much, Sauce, for your blessing for using these videos. But I want to bring up a video right now with basically Sauce being confronted by a Karen.
Before you do.
Okay.
Let me thank you too, Sauce, right? I have health issues. I'm doing this and other things from my ugly couch because I can't go out. Younger
Sauce says you're on fire, by the way. He's privately texting me here, and he says you're on fire. I said, well,
younger people like Sauce have the energy and the strength to do what he's doing. I can't do those things.
Well, here's
that's why I do podcasts. That's why I write books. I can't. And on disability, I can't afford to go to the conventions or go to speaking engagements rights and speak like I used to be able to do. I have to do all this, unfortunately, from my couch. It's the only option I've got.
Well, like I said,
thank
folks,
you, Sauce,
thank
for
you.
doing what I can no
Yes.
longer do.
Thank you very much, Sauce. Again, going into the Lions Den, and I mean, I give you full support to do it. You're brave for doing it because you're a conservative young man and you're battling all these Karens and Carls. But like I said, folks, I thank Joe for coming on the show. He's a tremendous individual, tremendous asset to Savage Unfiltered. And like I said, I'm going to be out there next year, right around March, and we're going to be, doing a show, and hopefully I can hopefully I can get Joe over towards this nice little Airbnb I rented because it's going to be closer.
You were supposed to be here last year, but unfortunately that acting gig fell through. So hopefully this one.
Well, matter of fact, we do have a surprise from Sauce here joining us here. I guess he is Sauce. Where the hell? I'm gonna get where you're at in a minute, but thank you very much, Sauce. I've been plugging away with the fucking craziness you've been dealing with Washington. Here is a Karen, guys, literally walking up to Sauce with some kind of radicalized message. Check this out.
Oh, yeah.
You really don't. He has over 4,000 lawsuits for fraud, you fascist motherfucker.
Oh, this is not the insult, no.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Look,
You kind of represented
you look
in
like
that.
the type that touch children. Yeah, you do, you pedo lover.
Yeah, I don't.
Every single time I see one of y'all, it does not come as a surprise.
Oh my God.
You all look like you like to touch children.
What the hell, man?
The pedo club?
All
Let me
Lewinsky
guess, let me guess, as
personal
long as you
assault.
barely legal, you like it, right?
Yes,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yes, I have called the left card's name,
Oh, so you're.
but I have also
Oh,
given
well,
out
she's a lonely
facts.
child. So,
She's not really.
yeah, that group is nuts.
She is.
It's not.
That's insane. This woman, literally with a megaphone right in front of Sauce. And then this other woman, let me clarify it, guys. The woman that had the little card, she wasn't typically a Karen. She was actually trying to defend Sauce. And this woman with a fucking megaphone screaming at him. That's insane. But anyway, we got Sauce here on the side here, joining us here. Sauce, man, what is going on, brother?
Well, I want to tell you, so I'm at the airport actually. So I'm
you're still there. Oh, I thought you were on the plane, but yeah, okay.
No. I'm flying out, so I'm actually at the airport. But kid me not. So here's the crazy part. So when I went to the protest yesterday, within 10 minutes, it filled up and there were pallets of bricks that were delivered.
Oh my God.
They started throwing them at the Secret Service and at the White House fence. And what happened is that there were two Antifa people, which I posted on my X page, and they charged at me and spat on me. And so I had to get out for my safety with the help of the Secret Service. And so they helped me to get out for safety because it got way out of hand, and people started burning the American flag. And no, I'm not gonna lie, the moment I posted another girl that went up, the girl in the red dress. She went and said, "Are you one of us?" And I said, "No, I'm just here to see." And then she started saying, "Oh, he's not with us. He's not with us."
Sauce, if you could say, was that woman that approached you from this last video we just showed, was she part of the Oath Keepers organization at all, or?
She was part of Palestine people.
Oh God. Queers for Palestine, where they literally throw gays from buildings.
Yeah,
but Chick-fil-A is a problem. Yeah.
So I want to tell you, it was weird because we were enjoying, and you would never be surprised that there are National Guard in DC, and you would never be surprised, but the National Guard had to move out for their safety because if you follow me on X, which I highly recommend you guys doing. You got to see from before to the middle to where I had to get out for my own safety. And that's why I had to make up a couple videos to say, "Hey guys, I'm sorry, I had to move out for my safety with the help of the Secret Service."
The left always gets violent. The left always gets violent.
Yes. And and the whole thing is that it blows my mind. And this shows you that the media has a huge problem with this. The media is culpable of it. And since when do you bring bricks? That's what I want to know. Why would you want to bring bricks to like a peaceful? Well, that's not peaceful, but it's just. I mean, I would like to. I'm not going to apologize for posting that on my page.
If you're bringing bricks, you had no intention from the start of being peaceful.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because I posted. I think I posted, and I think we interacted with some other delusional person that said he's part of the Communist Party. But it's interesting because when you
Communist Party, holy shit!
Remember what the guy that like we interacted with?
Yeah.
That on X, that was the guy that dressed up in the militarized outfit, and he was in DC, and he's the one that had the spiky hair, and he's the one that like, it was nuts.
Well, I took Joe. Not Joe. Sauce. I took a video from your feed here with you actually right next to these radical maniacs. I mean, you're literally right in the lines then, guys. Check this video out.
Hello, guys. Well, we are developing news right now. As you can see, we have a lot of face masks, and we have a lot of people protesting.
They don't want
cameras. Pardon the noise, but they are marching. And apparently they believe that COVID is real, and they're impeached, and they're yelling about something. I don't know what they're yelling about, saying how Trump is doing the right job. I think he's doing great. And you can see that they're scared of COVID, and how uneducated these degenerates really are. We are developing, and it is getting bigger, and this is what it looks like from above. Stay tuned, and we got plenty of more people.
Wow.
Yeah. And of course, again, they always are the ones that result to violence. They don't want people with cameras there because they don't want people actually seeing what's going on. They just want the MSNBCs or CNN to show a still picture of them and deliver the false narrative of what they're about. And again, you don't bring bricks and clubs and whatever if you're planning to engage in peaceful protest. And about name calling, have I engaged in it? Yes, you're fucking right I do, because you jackasses call us racist, sexist, homophobic, right? Every name in the so you're fucking right I'm going to call you names back. But unlike you, one whole fucking hour, I have presented fact after fact after irrefutable fact you can't deal with.
Joe, we got another comment coming on X directly to you. Again, you're pissing off the libtards. We actually are trending right now on X, receiving well over amount of views here with these comments. Keep them coming, leftists. You're just making yourself look like jackasses and morons. Here's one directly to you, Joe. Raging Joe, or whatever you call yourself, you're cool with letting pedophiles get away with their crimes, but you're also okay with defending conservatives that do the very same thing. That's directly to you, Joe, by the way.
Everything in there, false. I have addressed everything multiple times. But he lied again. They will never let go of their delusion. No. They will continue to repeat the same falsehoods over and over and over again.
Sauce, real quick, I don't know how much more time you have, but I want to plug this before we depart with you, because I know you're trying to catch a flight there.
I have till 6, so I'm good.
Oh, okay. Wow, you got there early. Good. Yeah, you beat the security. That's good. So here's something here in front, and I hope you don't mind, Sauce.
I sure hope they made you take off your shoes still.
I have PSA pre-check and clear.
You're a suspicious looking character. I think I'm going to call the TSA. You need a body cavity search.
No, Sauce. I have a question, and thank you very much for obviously allowing me to air this, because rightfully so. Conservatives need to see exactly what is shown behind the scenes, because even conservative media doesn't always show this, and I thank you for this. Check this video out. This is Sauce literally in front. It looks like you're in front of the White House, more or less, with this mob approaching the gates here. Check this out.
Hello guys, welcome to the Quick Sauce Report. Well, I don't know about you, but back here, there's a massive protest going on, and it is protesting against President Trump and the so-called not releasing the Epstein files. I talked to some of these protesters, and they have no idea what they're actually protesting about, besides blowharding and making a show of themselves. But that tells you the bigger issue is that these uneducated buffoons don't know what they're protesting about, just want to show them presence.
Most of them
That's
are
a problem,
paid.
and that's what we have with the ultra left that is full of egomaniacs. And it just blows my mind. I hope you guys have an awesome day. And
most of them out there are probably collecting. They don't know what they're protesting. They don't care as long as a Soros front group pays them to be there. Whatever sign they want to give them, they're happy to walk around with. Right?
But
they don't know what's going on. They don't care what's going on.
But it's one thing that is actually did blow my mind is how dangerous they really are, you know, and how and I got like a whole new perspective. It's one thing when you watch it on TV and stuff, but it's another thing. It's another thing when they're like fully in full force, wearing face masks, and it's just full of rage, and it's like they're possessed.
Well, Sash, you had said in one of your videos, which I can't find, but I'd like to get your comments on it. You actually said that there was an individual that spit on you or threw something at you.
Yep. So what happened is, shortly after I got off of that video, I made a couple of them. Shortly after I got off of that, okay. So what happened is I went back in. And because I told the Secret Service, I'm like, hey, they brought in a pallet of bricks. Like, you need to send some people in there. And so they sent some people in there. And so what happened is they're like, hey, can you, we'll help you to get towards the middle. It was a couple thousand people. Like, it was like a couple thousand. The whole square was filled up. And it was like loud and it was obnoxious. And they had to shut down the Pennsylvania Avenue. It was bad. So long story short, what happened is, as we got closer, the Secret Service started backing out and started getting a little bit nervous because they started throwing cocktails at us, and they started throwing
cocktails. What, drinks?
No, Molotov cocktails.
Molotov. Yep.
Yeah, they started throwing Molotov cocktails at us with shrapnel inside them, with glass pieces inside the bottles.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and so that's why the Secret Service backed out, and then one of the other militarized men came up to me, took off his mask, and spat at me and started pushing me around. And then I got not taken away, but I got pushed back into safety.
Sauce, I have to throw this in here, and I hope you take this as a humor bit here. From the looks of it, Sauce, it looks like you are still with Secret Service because you're in a weird looking room.
He looks like he's in a skiff. Right, a secure information facility.
It's all right, Sauce. We won't dox you. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
And it's just and the whole thing that I don't understand. And here's the thing that it blows my mind. Okay, they were saying release the files. And again, if you follow me on X, okay, here's my hope. I'm going to get this perspective in. And
go ahead, Sash. Yeah, man.
Okay. Do I think that the Epstein files exist? Actually, I do not. Here's why I do not think the Epstein files exist at this point. Because if they existed, the House Democrats had the reign for 4 years when Biden was in, and they would have used that till the high heavens to make sure that Trump wasn't reelected. Because they made sure that, because they know that they didn't have the Epstein files, or who knows, they tampered with the Epstein files, they couldn't get Trump on there. And so now I feel like that Representative Massey, and the rhinos, the 6 rhino Republicans, say there's a list and says that there's a bunch of things, but there's not. It's just it's a ghost gun. It's like blowing something, but it's blowing hot air. There's nothing and no actual evidence. And the whole thing is that because Trump, he would have lost if he was on the list. He would have lost because Epstein was already captive during the Biden administration. He was already, and they knew that Trump was not on the list. So what did they do? They kept it hush hush because then they threw the whole legal system at him.
Well, hold on thought, Sauce. According to Desert Rose, that's viewing us here on X, she says absolutely not.
Oh my God.
And we have some more comments coming in from Tozy on X. What kind of a degenerate are you to say that Epstein files go when you... I can't even read this English, to be honest with you. Go when you know damn sure Trump is involved.
Exactly to what Sauce was saying. They had all the information for 4 years. If they could have used it against Trump, they would have. Everybody fucking knows that, right? And again, it's your judges that are blocking it. If you want them released, tell the Democrats in Congress to sign on and pass the law. Are there files? Well, yeah, there are files because there are case files.
Yeah.
If the actual list was Epstein dumb enough to keep a client list on his computer? Probably not.
Well, Joe,
incriminating
Joe, and you know, I'm with you there on that. It could be a hoax. That's more than actually what it's saying it is. Donald Trump says the same thing. Check what Donald Trump says here.
Yeah, but there is information should be real.
That never ends. You know, it reminds me a little of the Kennedy situation. We gave him everything over and over again, more and more and more, and nobody's ever satisfied. From what I understand, I could check, but from what I understand, thousands of pages of documents have been given. But it's really a Democrat hoax because they're trying to get people to talk about something that's totally irrelevant to the success that we've had as a nation since I've been president.
Well,
what the hell is Massey doing though?
Yeah, well, Massey's a whole. Just leave him out of it. I am not a. I am not a cultist. I will criticize Trump when I think he's worthy of criticism, and in this case, I think going so far as to call it a hoax is dumb. Retarded to use that word.
Well, Joe,
because it plays right into the hands of the left. Is it a hoax? Did it happen? Epstein
it could have.
Was real.
It could have.
The island was real. The plane was real.
It could have. It could have. But why are we wasting time on a perverted millionaire that had some kind of private island there in the Caribbean? Who? Listen. What he did. He's a sick son of a bitch, and he should have been placed in prison.
Others need to go to jail for it.
They should. They should.
They're not going to because
the Democrats keep blocking it.
But they're not going to because you have Bill Clinton. That's like one of the big persons on the list. Bill Gates, Obama, Joe Biden, and you're not going to. That's the reason why they're not. That's the reason because if you look at the flight log, supposedly Bill Clinton's all over it. And even the victims said that Bill Clinton was like a huge part of it and stuff. And of course, Hillary's going to protect her husband. Well, who knows, supposedly. And somehow the cameras shut off. I mean, I've worked around the prison system. Cameras just don't shut off. Do I think that Hillary had to do something? Absolutely. Again, I'm going to reemphasize this. I truly think the past 4 years, you had the Democrat Party, led by Hillary Clinton, expunge what they wanted out of the Epstein files and take out the informations. So, of course, the supposed files are going to come out. Of course, they're going to be tampered with because Hillary got her grubby hands all over it, to protect her pedo husband. That's like the big picture that you have to look at is why are we holding them accountable? Why are we asking Bill Clinton those questions? Why are we asking Obama those questions?
Well,
you can't touch those people because they're angels, supposedly.
Well, apparently, here's Sauce. I want to get Sauce's thoughts on this as we kind of close up here soon. Apparently, there is some type of victims that are speaking out against this here. Now, I don't know if these are paid victims or what's going on, guys. I don't want to say it's legitimate. Okay, I'm not playing the conspiracy. I'm not playing the whole, sorry, Alex Jones. Oh, this is a conspiracy. We gotta, find this and mellow it out, But check this out, guys.
Transparency is justice. Release the files. End the secrecy and stand with us in declaring that no one, no billionaires, no politicians, not world leaders, is above the law.
What's your thoughts on that, Sauce?
How much did Massey pay them? That's what I want to know.
Oh, no.
How much? Hey, If there's nothing there, then it's not a problem to show it. I agree. Release the stuff. But
I
again,
don't agree.
the fact is, who the fuck is blocking it all? The Democrats are blocking it all.
And the Epstein
Sign the bill.
And it will be done by
Pass
survivors
the bill.
and for survivors. No one else is involved. Stay tuned for more details on that.
Okay, we'll wait for more details so you could come up with some kind of charade of a circus, because we're talking about a perverted millionaire when we really should be focusing on stuff. And I made that statement on Marjorie Taylor Greene's feed along with Sauce, right? Which again, listen, folks. Yes, we should be worried about and focusing on victims that were, involved with Epstein, but we should also be worried about things that we need to worry about. Let's put this Epstein thing away for now and focusing on more important things. It's a distraction from stuff that we should be focusing on. Crime, homelessness, invasion of illegal immigrants. That is the main focus of this country. Really? Come on. Are we going to be talking about Epstein for the next fucking 4 years of Donald Trump's presidency? Seriously.
Oh, yes, because that's what the left wants, only as a distraction. Again, if they wanted to put this to bed, they could sign on to the bill, pass the bill, sign the bill, release it all tomorrow. They won't do it because this is their distraction.
And no leftist America. I see you on X. Okay, some of yous are commenting, and some of yous are commenting on the posts that Sauce and I are affiliated with Marjorie Taylor Greene's post from earlier. No, so you're okay with pedophiles raping teenage girls, wondering if you'd feel the same if it was your daughter, or maybe this is so close to Trump and it scares you shitless. Either way, it's not time to let this go.
They had 4 years to prove Trump.
Exactly. They had 4 years, Joe.
Do it.
And
we all know Bill Clinton is on the flight logs. That's why they're sealed. Release the flight logs. Show Bill Clinton on the flight logs. They won't do it. That's not what they're about. This is all. I'm on both sides here. Like, I want people arrested. I do. I'm not okay with any of it. But at the same time, I know what you fucking leftards are doing. It's all deflection for you. You don't want it released, or it would have been. You had 4 fucking years to do it. To Sauce's point, you didn't do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, and here's the thing. So I've had people reach out to me. They're like, "Why are you so hard on?" I had Massey's office actually reach out to me.
Really?
Yeah, his office reached out, and they said, "Can you stop criticizing Massey and his so-called hard work?" And even Marjorie Taylor Greene's office too, because apparently I've been criticizing them hard. Because I'm like, okay, you guys have the majority. Why not use it before you lose it? And if you focus on this, just like the Russian dossier, then you're going to wonder, well, what happened? Like, how come you didn't do this, and this for the past 2 years? Because you've spent too much time and your resources.
Yeah, that's the usual swamp. The swamp. Delay, stall. I'm even hard on Blondie. That's who I call Bondi, right? Where the fuck?
No, you can't be hard. No, you can't.
Less talky, more doing. See, I'm sorry, Sauce, but you're a cultist.
What?
I call out all sides.
Oh my God, Joe. Joe.
I'm sorry, but that's how it is. I call out all sides. Bondi, stop talking, start fucking doing.
Well, Sauce makes a good point about Marjorie Taylor Greene. There was a leftist mob that circulated. This video is actually circulating X that actually entered Marjorie Taylor Greene's office. Why? Let's find out, guys.
After you. Come on, after you.
This is the office of Marjorie Taylor Greene up in Washington. What are they doing in there, Joe?
Getting Miller Lite, probably.
Cameras all over that, yeah.
Can we leave word for her? sure you guys can pass along the comment. Yeah, we would like to make sure that she knows that we need to get Donald Trump impeached and out of office.
Oh,
My name is
God.
Carlos Alvarez, and I'm the founder of American Opposition. I'm sure you've seen the protests on the streets and the Tesla boycott and all of that.
On what ground?
One of the organizations.
Oh, they're bringing Tesla into it too, Joe.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's like
stop recording. This is a private office.
Yeah, it is a private office. You have no right to be in there.
Yes, well,
it's
we're
like
here
the
requesting a meeting.
retard. Yes,
Your group is still recording.
the comedian we just had, right? Who called Elon a murderer for eliminating U.S. aid money laundering.
We're here.
Damn, they're going through everything in her office. Holy shit.
Is that Don Lemon too?
Which one? Oh, yeah, it looks like it. The one with the glasses? A high possibility.
He really let himself go.
It is Don Lemon. Holy shit, you're right, son. Stand it, man. The hell is he working for, DL?
He just said his name. Yeah, it is him.
Spot on, Sauce. Holy shit.
Desperate for attention. Desperate for attention.
We're very civil people here.
Coming here to talk to you.
American citizens.
Here, here's a card. Here's a card. They're giving the press the fucking card. Hold on. Let me put that on pause. They're putting the press. They're giving the press her business cards, to the office. That's crazy.
Yeah, I want to ask Sasha a question. Did you see the show we recorded the other day with Frank King, the leftist comedian? At the end of the show, Mike asked him, "Are you on X?" "Oh, I can't be on X. Elon's a murderer. His Doge eliminating USA." Hey, retards, if you want to give condoms abroad or arrange drag queen stories or hours abroad, get your own fucking money together to do that. You don't get to steal it from the rest of us. And if you're worried about feeding people, how many real charities exist to do that you could help? You don't. All that U.S. aid was money laundering to friends, family, and donors of leftists. It's money laundering. Fucking pony up your own money. They won't do it.
Yep. But Joe, I want to tell you, I am not a cultist. I just want to tell you that I am far from a cultist.
You hurt Sauce's feelings.
I'm not. I want to correct you on that because I have criticized Marjorie Taylor Greene, rightly so, and I've criticized Massey.
What were you? Yeah, right, because Trump does that too.
Trump doesn't.
So you're just siding with Trump and doing that.
I'm not siding with Trump.
What? Give me one thing you'll criticize Trump on. One thing. Give me one thing.
Damn, Joe.
Well, okay, so
seriously, if you're not a cultist, one thing.
Okay, well, if you look on my X,
Joe's on fire, Sauce. But God, you can answer it, buddy.
I hold everyone accountable. Everyone.
Okay,
he holds me accountable too.
Okay, if you look on X, I've been pushing for Trump to deploy troops into Gaza. Enough of just saying words. Deploy troops. I mean, I don't know how much I've been saying that. Deploy troops. Push for a regime.
I accept that. I'm sorry. I retract my statement.
And like, for example, I've also posted this, and I've said this, I don't know how many multiple times either. You have to deploy troops into Ukraine to force Zelensky out of office as a regime change.
Hold on, Sauce. We got our favorite troll. He's trolling this comment out. Will you stop it with this car? Here he goes again with this divided stares of America. It's like the third or fourth time he's done that.
He's a jackass.
Like the one big beautiful bill, right? We needed the tax cuts. We needed the other growth policy. But I'm not a cultist. I'm not calling it a beautiful bill. It's a fraud bill. It's still full of pork. Trump did not veto one spending bill in his first term. He signed the continuing resolution. He signed this with still $2 trillion almost pork deficit. Where's the fucking spending cuts? Where right? So he's kept most of his promises, but not all of them. Where's the fucking spending cuts?
Yeah. Yeah, where
Do you agree with me on that, Sauce?
I mean, there's been some cuts.
See, now you're back to the cultism.
No.
1.5 trillion in cuts in the one, supposedly in the one.
Damn, Joe.
That's over 10 years. No Congress can bind a future Congress. That's 150 billion in cuts that Schumer will put right back in again next year if we lose control. That's 150 billion in cuts. That's less than Trump added, which I agree with, in military and border spending. We needed it. We needed more cuts.
Joe,
are you pulling a big break?
Joe, please, are you pulling a Jessica Tarlov? Are you pulling her from the fight? No, I'm joking with you. No, Jessica, no, get out of here.
I dealt in facts. It's 150 billion in rescissions against a $7 trillion budget. That's fucking next to nothing. Those aren't cuts. Those are propaganda rescissions.
Yeah, but at the same time, from a person that works in, I've been going to DC and I've been talking to a lot of lawmakers. You have to meet in the middle in order to pass something. You can't just pass one. You just can't pass one thing and go super far right.
You were in Congress, and they came to you and said, we're going to keep all Biden's climate hoax spending. We're going to keep all Biden's Inflation Production Act spending. Not one penny of those were cut. You're fine with that. Where are the cuts? Not one Republican voted for either of those bills, but yet the one big fraud bill, they retained all that spending.
We got you, Sauce. We lost you for a minute, but go ahead, buddy.
That's a fact. That is not disputable.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you have to.
You're giving him a pass. I'm a real conservative, not a conservative in name only. I don't give excuses just because someone with an R by their name is doing it.
No, Sauce means well. I'm going to defend Sauce for a little bit, Sauce. I'm going to defend Sauce because Sauce is a young man. He's very intelligent. I mean, he is. I mean, he sees what it is, and rightfully so. I mean, the spending cuts, I will agree to an extent with Joe. There should be more, a little bit, right? But this was said on last night's Clueless Nation with Tommy. He brought in the spending cuts, and he says, well, you're okay as a taxpayer for all the spending cuts to go to ICE and everything else? I said, absolutely.
Oh, I'm absolutely on board with, I'm on board with the increase in ICE.
I want that to go to ICE.
I'm bored with the crease in the border wall spending.
I
want more rescissions to offset that.
Hold that thought, okay, Joe? Because we got to close it up here in about a minute or two.
Don't spare me, leftards. I'm not on your side on this.
Joe.
Spare me that you're all of a sudden think I'm on your side.
Joe's got me pulling a Rogan again. We're approaching 90 minutes here on the show again. Thank you very much, Joe. I'm not Rogan. I'm not imitating you. But we're going with
saying the same thing today as I did yesterday. We'll say the same thing tomorrow. I don't waffle based on if someone has an R or a D by their name. I criticized Reagan for not enough spending cuts.
Joe,
I'm gonna my whole life.
I'm gonna say this right now, okay? No. And Tommy, I hope you are listening. You progressive leftist maniac.
So get an excuse.
Listen, no, I hope he is listening. You progressive leftist maniac, because you are, right? I'll pull a Marissa Tomei. You are, Tommy. Anyway. I live on the outskirts of Atlanta, Georgia, okay? Won't dox myself too much, but I was in downtown Atlanta coming in from Charleston over the night. Okay, I did a quick little production last night in South Carolina. I'm all over the place. I'm like the man on the moon, right? But as I was coming in towards South Atlanta by the airport, right where that split goes with the Georgia Railroad, right? On top of that, all military equipment, vehicles, emergency personnel vehicles, all on rail cars. Trump is getting ready, folks. You heard this from me. You probably haven't heard it yet, but it's not like I want to be the first media personality to air it, but Atlanta is the next major city to get ICE and National Guardsmen presence. It's happening. Now, is Atlanta as bad as Washington, D.C., New York City, and Chicago? No. But like Trump said briefly yesterday, if you did pay attention, he did put like minor cities that included Atlanta. Should only take about 3 to 4 days, folks, to clean up Atlanta. It's not going to take a month like L.A. or possibly 2 weeks like D.C.
That destroys the leftard's narrative.
Oh, God, yeah.
Jumbo Fatsker. He's only sending into blue state. No, he's also talking about helping to New Orleans, Louisiana, a red state, Georgia, a red state. But where are they going? To the blue cities in the red state where the problem is.
The blue enclaves, as you have once mentioned, Joe, you know.
Yeah. But the spending. I have been consistent since 1978. I criticized Reagan. I criticized H.W. Bush. I criticized Clinton. I criticized G.W. I criticized Obama, Trump's first term. I have stayed consistent over all the decades. I don't waffle between whether someone has an R or a D by their name.
But according to Conservative America, which thank you very much for viewing us on X, Joe, you're on fire. You're on point. Thank you very much, you conservative warrior of a maniac. You. We love you, Joe. And you too, Sauce. Thank you for getting
Which is not to say I don't make exceptions. Let me give Trump a break on one, right? I'm anti-tax, which means I'm anti-tariff. Do I give Trump a break on the tariffs? Yes, because leftards, what else are you going to do? Go to fucking military war against China or even our own allies who have been ripping us off this line? Tariffs are the only tool we've got short of open warfare. So I give him grace on that. It's an exception to my rule.
They're having fun with us, Joe. Look at this crap they're putting on X about us. We're not getting our asses handed to us in the comments. We're firing back against you idiots. Come on now.
No, see, but here we're showing something the leftards would never do. We're having honest, open discussion.
Yeah.
I love you both like brothers. We can disagree. We will have disagreements, and we will talk about it. You leftards are in lockstep, nothing but TDS bullshit. If Trump said air is bad for you, you'd all put plastic bags over your head. Air, you've got to breathe more air. You'd put plastic bags on your head so you could stop breathing air just to show your Trump derangement. That's the difference between the three of us and you leftards. We're honest. We're open. We say it like it is. We're having a disagreement on some of this.
Sometimes, yeah.
But we're not in lockstep like you leftards are.
Yeah, as we close it up, guys, I want to put a video here, a clip here of actually J.D. Vance making just a small little comment of what's been going on in the last maybe couple of hours here, last couple of days, relating to some of what we've been discussing here. Check this out, J.D. Vance here.
One of the ways that I'm going to try to honor these parents and the children that they lost is by being a better dad and hugging my kids tight tonight.
Oh, that's nice.
And making sure that they know that their dad loves them, because there are two families who are not going to get that opportunity ever again. And if you do have kids, if you're lucky enough to have a son or a daughter, make sure that they know that they love you. Make sure that you hug your kids tight, because there are families in Minneapolis who won't be able to do that ever again.
Yeah. And the leftards are really upset, not because they died by shooting, but because Plant slaughtered her, didn't murder them in the womb.
Oh, will you stop? Tell me you're okay with Will you stop with the pedophiles? We're over the pedophiles. That's like 35 minutes ago. Stay on track, leftists. Good grief,
That's
man.
all they've got. They're one trick pony. Their narrative, delusion. It doesn't matter how many times we nuance the discussion. And all of us agree we would like these people locked up. But again, to Sauce's point, where the fuck were you the last 4 years? I've been consistent all the fucking way through. Then, now, and tomorrow. I've been consistent. I will stay consistent.
Yeah. And Sauce, I wanna say thank you, buddy, for for basically coming on. I know you have some, a flight to catch, and safe journey back to where you're going, buddy. Thank you very much for, like I said, getting there in the lion's den with these radical maniacs there in Washington. Appreciate the hell out of you. What's next for you, Sauce? I know you do the conversations with Sauce now here on X and TikTok.
Yes. So I started podcasting again. So I'm doing a Life of Sauce podcast. It's on all the podcasting platforms you can find, and it's not a political podcast, which is good. It feels weird not having a political podcast, by the way. It's just talk about my personal life and my hurdles I've gone through in life and how I persevered. And then, of course, on X is more where you get a fiery taste of where I'm a little bit uncandid and unfiltered, I would say. I'm sure Michael can attest to that.
Oh, yeah.
And
he's a maniac.
And on TikTok, I do like MIT travels, so like military investments and of course military investments and traveling tips. And then
you're turning into a travel consultant, aren't you, Sauce?
I am. Yeah. So overall, I should be on the road pretty soon. I'll be on the road tomorrow, and then I'll be on the road on Friday. So
I've got a non-political show for you to do, Sauce.
What's that?
You need to do an alcohol show.
Oh God!
Oh boy!
Right, Sauce on the sauce.
I'd never seen this guy drunk at all. I don't know how that would work with Sauce.
On the sauce, and your first guest, the chameleon, is to discuss her proclivity to wine. And Pelosi could be another guest, right? All the leftist alcoholics.
Well, Sauce
on the sauce.
Think about it, Sauce. Think about it. Well, Sauce, it's about 5 minutes to 6. Once you get the hell out of here, go catch that flight. And Godspeed, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
Don't
Take
forget
it
to
easy, man.
subscribe.
Love you, brother. Love
you guys.
All right, Sauce. Wow, Sauce is. I'm glad he actually made an appearance, like a last minute appearance. He actually said, folks, that he wasn't able to come on the show until like this Tuesday. So he basically, I mean, that was a treat for us. But I'm glad he made an appearance. I really am.
And to reiterate, you saw real people having a real discussion. We aren't lockstep.
You went a little overboard calling him a cultist, though. But
well, there are. I'm sorry.
After that show, I may never have him on the show once again. But
but I'm sorry. I say it like it is. There are cultists out there. Again, I grew up through Reagan. We never thought about it. They were called Reagan Democrats. They were celebrity cultists. Reagan celebrity cultists. Then we just never thought in those terms because Reagan never had control of the House and only control of the Senate 2 years. Why? Because the cultists voted for Reagan But when it came to Congress, they voted for the commie fasci sociis down ballot. That kind of proved the cultism then. And there are some now who, if Trump says one thing one day, they'll agree. And if he changes his mind the next day, then they'll agree. No. Like I said, on the spending and on the Epstein issue, I have been consistent every fucking day. Yesterday, today, and will still be tomorrow. Consistent. It's called principles over personalities.
That's right. And I keep on saying this as we close up, guys. We got to get off the air here in about a minute, maybe 2 minutes the most. I'm going to still do 2 minutes of plugs, and then I'm off the air. I promise. I promise you, leftists, you won't hear us in 2 minutes. It's okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. But thank you very much to those that have been defending us. They will be. They will be.
They'll spend the next 5 hours lying.
Oh, yeah.
About what we said here, like they have the whole show. They've been lying. They will lie some more.
That's right. And, I do want to say thank you for the support here that have been viewing us on X, Right Angle News Network. Thank you very much. Appreciate the hell out of you guys. And Conservative America. Appreciate it. Other than the, 200,000 comments from leftists on X, basically coming at me, Raging Joe, and Sauce. Fuck you. That's what I have to say. Just the hell with you guys. Literally, the hell with you guys. Guys, I do want to say thank you. Make sure you hit that like and follow button on any major social media platform, including mine and Joe's. You can find Joe on YouTube at, what is it, Joe? Christitutionalist, right? Or Jay Leonard?
Jay Leonard Detroit, yeah.
That's right. Jay Leonard Detroit. I actually have where the hell is it at here? I got it right here. If you go to Jay Leonard Detroit on YouTube, guys, hit that like and follow button as we are streaming on his channel as well as my YouTube channel.
Well,
so thank you very much.
It wouldn't surprise me. We wouldn't have said something that they decided to censor.
I'm sure.
Off.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Guys, if you like this episode, make sure you tune in to this Friday's episode, as we are going to have a one-on-one conversation with Meow Man coming back into it. If you missed that, you can catch the replay of it, as well as another episode. Obviously featuring after that. So a lot of good content here, guys, on Savage Unfiltered. Make sure you go over to the actual main website, which is savageunfiltered.com, which is DOTCOM.wordpress.com. We will be going into our full domain shortly, just waiting out for little bells and whistles to kind of upload. As Joe always pokes at me, when the hell are you going to get it up and running? You should do a beta version of it. We are. That is the beta version.
No. As a former IT guy, you don't ever take down a site till you're ready to put the new site out. Savage Unfiltered SavageArmy.com should have never, ever went down a day, except for one day to move over the new version when it was ready. But it's been down how long now? Again, I don't pull punches here, right? I'm openly criticizing Mike on his fucking show. Yes. I don't fucking play games.
You always play games with me, Joe. You should stop that.
Well, except when I'm joking with him. Of course, I'm not joking, right? It's the other day I got in an argument with Rick Walker, too, on the terrorists, right?
Oh, really?
I'm not here to be anybody's butt boy. I say it like I see it. If we agree, we agree. If we don't agree, I'm going to say so. I'm not here to lie for anyone.
Oh, God. Don't say butt boys. You'll have them going crazy, the leftists. Good grief, man.
This had been a Truth Productions media episode. Thank you for listening.